say?
Welcome. Yes?
Who are you?
Would you really like
She
to
has
know?
blonde hair,
If you really don't
which
mind
apparently is an
telling me.
important signifier, and I'm wondering if
Could
she
it
is
be that you are here because you have some
Dana.
idea of what that answer will be? I met you, what, long ago. I could not have imagined then that we would meet again under such circumstances. I'd listened to Hugo talking, of course, but how could I have believed these wild fantasies about time travel? That is, until I became what I was and saw you again. Yes, long ago I was called Helena. I had a life of my own and two
Oh,
children
snap!
named Margaret and Hugo. But I was also very ill.
Did not see that coming.
When we first
But again, the
met,
blonde hair
I couldn't even raise
is
myself
is
from
is
the bed anymore.
the genetic
And soon
signifier there.
afterwards, I died. All that was left of my existence was a lock of hair, as it should have been. But Hugo, my son Hugo, found the homunculus device that his father had been experimenting with. And he used my hair in the machine.
I'm super glad we're going through these other endings, because I don't think a playthrough of this game would be anywhere near complete without this.
Mother? Hugo. What are you? Please stop this. Hugo, send me
Oh god, that's horrifying.
Help me.
What are you doing here?
Father.
Never mind. Just get out.
Father! But
You
Father!
are not to enter this room again.
Hugo's act brought back my spirit alone to this
I never saw Full Metal Alchemist.
stripped of the protection of the body, and the disembodied spirit kept
Oh,
forever
man.
from rest.
Did Hugo make his mom a revenant? Well, she's not. Doesn't sound like she's seeking revenge, so not
Has
precisely.
been wandering this earth through time and
Oh my god!
for all eternity.
Have you told him? Told Hugo about this?
No, I have not told Hugo. He cannot see me, nor hear me.
Why are you helping me?
You're very special. You can hear my voice. The only people I can reach are those who have ended their stay in this world of the living and are on their way to the next.
Oh, great. So I have one foot in the grave. Is that it?
Perhaps, but you are trying to deflect your destiny away from immediate
So wait, is
death.
this room just like
And the
empty?
cause of your death rests with Hugo.
Except for what I can
himself.
see?
So, I suppose I was hoping that fate could be swayed, just like that creature is. I know fate
So this is also his ancestress.
But I still hoped. Though, of course, for a very different reason from the creatures.
The creature?
Homunculus. My husband did not create it. You know, its true nature is far from that. It's a kind of genie trapped in the Philosopher's Stone. All my husband did was free it.
That can't be.
What I've told you, I pieced together from what other souls told me in my wanderings. Ever since I became what I am now. Of course, not all of it may be true. I've kept you long enough, haven't I? You must go.
Alright, so it sounds like I can get one ending
Fate is
by just talking to Hugo now, and then maybe another one
the only one who can change it is yourself.
is if I talk to both of them.
My work is near its end. There is only one thing I ask of you. Should you ever see Hugo again, tell him you have done an unforgivable thing. But I forgive you, even if no one.
Man, that is some passive-aggressive momming from beyond the grave. Oh snap, I was right! Yeah, I mean, also, Hugo's like right outside, so we could just like open the door and says, "Hey, Hugo! Mom says you're horrible and irredeemable, but she still loves you anyway." Alright, so, wait, where am I? How am I oriented? Okay, this is the right way. And actually, I mean, given that that is Ike's like ancestress, I can. I mean, there's almost like a sibling-like quality going on there, right? It's like, hey, great grandma says you're irredeemable, but I'm fine. She wants me to live.
Hugo!
Well, did you bring Homunculus?
Did you take a look at where your house used to be?
Yeah. I went over there. It's like a gutted box. There's nothing there. Everything's gone. No trace of the way we used to live. No happy memories. How could I ever forgive you for that?
Your mother. She's still there.
That's a lie! You think I'd fall for that trick? Yeah, right. You can't.
Oldest one in the book. Hey, your dead mom's in that,
Look,
you know,
of course she isn't
vacant
there in
lot.
a physical sense. But she says her spirit's been around this whole time. And she said she forgives you. All this happened just now.
You... Are you trying to pull the wool over my eyes?
I swear, I'm telling you the truth.
Hugo? All right then. Don't you dare move. I'm gonna go over there and take a quick look.
I mean, honestly, with time travel and resurrection of the dead being things that are within Hugo's immediate knowledge, I feel like this should not be the most fantastic possibility, like, on his scale. So, actually, which is probably why he's going over to check it out.
It's just a ruin after all. He tricked me.
Hugo.
Oh, snap! He can hear her.
Mother?
Which must mean that he's close to death?
What's wrong, Hugo?
Hugo. Hugo.
Oh, God. It's Mother. It's her voice.
What are you talking
Oh, yeah.
about?
Yeah, Hugo's gonna die
I
soon.
don't hear a thing.
You wait here, okay? I have to take a look around.
But Hugo...
Oh man, Swimmy, I'm so glad you told me this. I would never have expected this.
Mother? You're here, aren't you? Mother, it's me, Hugo!
You have done something that can never be excused or forgiven. You should have understood the sanctity of
A lot of vibration of this. Dang.
It is only given once to a single human being, and its weight is beyond measure.
But I...
Oh, I understand how you feel. How could I not? Even if no one else can. My little Hugo. Would you like to come with me?
I'll go. I want to go with you, Mother.
Oh man, this is heartbreaking. Whoa. Actually feeling a lot of pathos out of that scene.
Hugo! Mother! Hugo!
It isn't
Yeah,
safe.
Shantae, this is great. This is much more powerful than the other one I got.
Oh, Hugo!
Pull yourself together.
Yes. Hugo is, that one's the conch on the head. The ghost mother, yes, that is our ancestor. Hugo is an ancestor of ours, but not like a direct lineage ancestor, more of like a great times 8 uncle. Yeah, no, Hugo's, not responsible for Ike's existence.
Hugo! My only... It was just the two of us. And now... Why? Why?
I know there's nothing I can say that'll make things easier for you right now. But I'm here for you. Just remember that, Margaret.
Hugo. Hugo.
Yeah, let's go ahead and save that. I'm gonna take a break real fast and refresh my water. While I do that, and yeah, man, Hugo, it seems like there should be I don't know, like a juvenile exception for damning yourself by toying with life. that, I don't know, you have to be like at least 18 before you can earn the wrath of the universe as expressed through, you know, vengeance from an unwanted resurrection. So yeah, but apparently not. Apparently you can be damned when you're like 12. So it turns out the Calvinists were right. So I'm going to be right back. See you 1 second. Go. So it turns out, while I was checking on this guy here, turns out he corrected me on my theology. Turns out, you know, can't be damned as a junior under Calvinism for things you have or have not done. That's just decided for you. So he corrected me on my theology, and he should, because he, like John Calvin, was a lawyer first, before he was a theologian. Yes, he was. But also, like John Calvin, Panda has gone on to write several books of systematic theology, one actually extending into 3 full volumes, which actually involves a great deal about God having a profound mane. Quickly then recanting all that, going strict Orthodox, but then returning back into heterodoxy. And because he really likes the main idea, it's just a thing you can't get away from. And one must believe what one must believe. The heart is the final arbiter. Meow. Yes, Swimmy. It's amazing how much nuance and distinction there is. I mean, yeah. I think I remember John Calvin called predestination the wretched doctrine because the way that he was approaching things, it was the only doctrine that made sense to him, that seemed to have the kind of coherency and cogency that he expected from a systematic theology. And he actually didn't like it. So I guess there's some props to the integrity of a person who comes to a conclusion and accepts it even if they don't like it. But boy, that acceptance had some consequences, didn't it? Didn't it, Panda? Yes, it did. Yes, it did. It created a whole denomination. Started in Scotland and went all over the world. I'm Presbyterian, so I can say this. Meow. Meow. However, I cannot say the same for these guys. This one is not Presbyterian. This one is Universalist. Yes, she is. Because that's the only way you're getting into heaven. Because you're so bad. Oh, man. This may be funnier to me than it should be. Evening Mexican Sting. Thank you for showing up at Panda Hour. Apparently Panda and Theology Hour. Yes, no, there is a hand-wavy element to it, which, I mean, kind of like time travel, right? The point where you're just going to kind of rely on divine mystery as a way of kind of like closing up the gaps. You just kind of accept that at the end it's about something more than logical cogency. Oh my god, Panda with a Santa hat! Santa Panda. Meow. Maybe one day, when the Panda finally earns me a significant number of followers, we'll be able to have a gargoyle in there as well. Alright, let's see our new ending. I wonder how they can explain that.
Well, looks like it's over, doesn't it? Good job, Ike.
Wow, what a smarmy eyebrow raise.
I was trying to change my destiny.
Mm-hmm. And you did.
All this was for you? You used me to ensure you would exist, that no one would rewrite the script.
Now, let's not have all this unpleasant talk about using. I mean, who cares, really?
Yeah, Homunculus has this sort of, this kind of like sassy mastermind
Immortality has its perks.
quality.
You have to be given life first.
I see. So I was just being used. All your talk about an ancestor, was that just to get me to go back to that time?
Well,
Yeah, I wonder if he was sort of in a nascent state, or a kind of unformed ether prior to being released to from the Philosopher's Stone. Or to the extent to
Here.
which he can be likened to the stone itself.
It's yours.
oh,
What?
well, why don't you take her back to her own time?
Huh? Who? Me?
Margaret, what do you want to do? Are you going back home or staying in this time?
That's interesting that he's leaving that open,
I want
because
to go home.
to his knowledge,
Even if it
she
means
is
I'll
still
be
his
alone.
ancestress. We have not heard otherwise.
There. Give her a ride home. I've set it for one last trip. Hurry though, Ike.
Although, honestly, it also kind of fits in with Ike's general, I don't know, obliviousness. He seems to be able to carry, like, 2 or 3 narrative, sort of, like, narrative notions in his mind at once and relates them to each other. But once you add another one in, another one gets knocked back out. So the whole her being his ancestress thing, which at this point we assume he still knows, probably got knocked out by the fact that Hugo's now dead. Because it's just another thing that he knows, and there's limited capacity there.
Well, take care then.
You too, Ike. I guess it's goodbye.
It's interesting. It lets me walk around here.
It blew up, didn't it? The alchemy house, I mean.
Here, I'm giving this back to you. She's safely back home now.
What a nice guy I am. All services guaranteed. Well,
I guess it's not off of his moral compass to just ditch Ike in time. Now that he got what he needed from him, which is assured existence.
Hey, I wonder if that bar is still around.
It all
I'll go
ends at the bar.
celebrate for staying alive today.
Coming up? I guess not. So do we watch the credits again? Okay, yeah, these guys... No, okay, they don't have to scroll through again. Cool. Alright, so that's the other B ending. There's so much different from that I'm surprised they're, like, giving it the same letter as a marker. So, yeah. Swimmy, I'm guessing that for one of the other endings, it's talked to the both of them. Does that sound right?